Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Kyle Trask, Part 3. We're diving deep into Georgia, the battle for Jacksonville. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Kyle Trask, Part 3. Let's go. A little rain throw right out the gate. Nothing like a little downpour in the sun. Jacksonville style battle for South Georgia. Love this one. His mutter was a mutter. Joke around about that stuff, but honestly, people like being able to see quarterbacks playing the elements. This stuff translates to a lot of cities where you could end up on Sundays. Again, it sure helps when the guy falls down, but nice job being able to drive it in not ideal situation here. Again, going from 3x1 to 2x2. Everything working right to left. Nice job. This is an absolute clinic on how to destroy man-match coverage all game. Now this first one. Again, you can see the elements here. The rain coming down. Just a little corner by the tight end on the left. Going from 84, Pitts 1, no on the quick out. Yes to the corner, got 80 on the over coming across if that wasn't there. Again, I like how he's lined up footwork-wise, play action, come back, pseudo lined up, all his cleats in the ground, drive it. Very nice. Close to 500 yards this game. A little fast four action. Again, we'll talk a bunch about how they go about destroying man-match coverage here. But fast four, you can see the back go, what it does to the linebacker. And really, this is just simple math. And he almost gets sabotaged by the right tackle, who gets confused on a big duel we'll talk about. But when we're talking fast four, we're talking the guy in the backfield going quickly, making teams declare. So we're in motion. What does that do to the defense? How do they handle that? If one of these guys runs, if you see someone go for sure, it really limits what they can do, especially when they rush the other guy. So he goes, he runs, and let's just do the math here. So one of those inside linebackers runs over here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 for the offensives. 4, right? Including the back. On the backside, got Pitts. Whatever he does, they've got 2 over 1. Now it's still potentially for him not a bad matchup, but right there, let's take 4 versus 4 versus 2 over 1 all day, every day, and that's how you get a walk-in touchdown in the red area. Just simple ways to destroy this type of coverage. What I like Trask here wise is he doesn't panic. He's got a free rusher right in the C-gap, right in his face. Step up in the pocket, big enough, strong enough to get that guy off of his arm. Can't bring him down with an arm tackle. Uses his vision, able to see it. Again, one more time, watch the right tackle here, 56. He gets a little confused on where the offensive line is going. Now, they could be going to the left inside linebacker when he goes with the fast four. Now it kind of pushes who they're going to. But it doesn't matter. That's the best thing about this play. Just step up, be big and strong. A little Roethlisberger here. Up, get off me, deliver the ball, strike. Touchdown, walk in. Let's go. Big day throwing the rock. Next one here, go from empty to 3x1 nub. Again, just killing man-match coverage. Asking a defensive end or hybrid type guy, 11, to run with a tailback on a rail or a wheel is just a recipe for disaster. You can see they bring the back into the backfield. Now he's going to run that rail on our left. 11's going to try to run with him, but this is a beautiful throw. Up and down. It's not bad coverage. It's a bad matchup. But what it does here defensively, it's just asking a lot. I mean, anytime you got, oftentimes these peelers will be more for like swing type routes or, check downy type routes. When you start asking these guys to run down the field, kind of second level, third level throws, defensive ends. I don't care if he's standing up or not. This is a tough ask, especially if he's getting upfield at all. He actually does a decent job of coverage. This is just a nice throw. And again, we're going to see them attack this part of the field. How they get there a bunch of different ways. But I love Trask's touch, accuracy, downfield decision making. And then I really love the Florida Gators game plan here, attacking all this man-match coverage. Again, not quite as lined up as I would like. You kind of have to see him from here. He's certainly lined up to throw down the hash, almost like he's going to work Pitts 84 right down the hash on an in. Comes back and eventually gets there. But that's a beautiful throw. Nice little touch. 7-iron, middle of the green. Next one here, a little 3x1. Wheel down here to the bottom of the screen. Again, these are all similar type throws. Now, let's play our favorite game, jump ball or dime. This is definitely, to me, more of a jump ball, but really any throw to 84 is kind of a dime. He's a matchup nightmare at this level, potentially at any level. Again, it always helps when the guy falls down. Quarterback-wise here, really do enjoy the way that he's able to move in the pocket. Now, again, what I'm talking about, man-match coverage beaters, got a whole course I like on them, is we're going to come up here and we're going to occupy that safety. We're then going to run this wheel, rail, go, whatever you want to call it here, and it's just one-on-one. But it takes this player out of the coverage and it allows you to have a little bit more space to drop these balls into instead of just running a go ball from here. Does that make sense? So when he comes out to run this kind of wheel rail, not only is it one-on-one, not only is the free safety occupied, and you have more space than you would have if you just had a go ball out there by the outside wide receiver. So lots of good things working. You also got your guy running against a linebacker type. Nice. Quarterback-wise here from the pocket, quick little reset, guy right in his face. Again, not clean, not a 7-on-7 pocket. Play fake. The right tackle just getting walked back into your grill here. Play fake up. Got someone, just a quick little subtle movement to the left. Can't get through the throw. Give your guy a shot. Is that Kirby vertical there? Look at that coach getting up. Pretty explosive there on the Dockers. Tough matchup. Love the throw. Next one here. This is kind of a 3rd and 10 quick snap, pick 6 nightmare. I will say that one of the many things that comes kind of seeping into this game and watching more and more Trask is the kind of big picture vision for whatever reason. Now, I'm going to argue that this wide receiver kind of sabotages him a little bit, but he has this pick and a potential another pick later towards the end of the game that he just doesn't see the adjacent coverage. So right here, they're trying to quick snap him. It's 3rd and forever. We're going to come down here and run what looks like kind of I don't know, like an inside hook or sticks route. You can see the stick route. You can see the sticks up here. So he's trying to get to the stick area, turn around. Now, this effort, whatever this route is supposed to be, this effort is not it. It looks like he's almost running like a spot here. To me, this is not a combination you would ever want because these two guys are just too close to each other. So whatever he's doing, I'm going to guess is wrong. This is there. If this guy isn't here, if this DB isn't here, if this guy's effort isn't here, usually with this type of route, you would run a kind of outside breaking comeback at the sticks. So I'm going to guess this outside receiver is wrong and sabotages the play. And you can't make a bad play a disaster playing quarterback, and that's what Trask does here. So again, you tell me what you think this outside wide receiver is supposed to do. I'm going to guess it's not whatever the hell that is. So he basically brings him to the party, and Trask doesn't see it. So I honestly can't put it on him. I know that sounds like an excuse, but I'm just going to, this is bad play design, bad structure, I'm going to guess really bad execution by 3. And quarterback-wise, you can't throw this ball. You got to be able to see the space, color around where you're trying to drive the throw. Pick 6, disaster. So don't love seeing bad plays turn into disasters. Would much rather see, you eat it, you scramble, get outside the pocket, make something happen like that. But you can get yourself in trouble with these kind of, not trick gimmicky plays, but where you're trying to quick snap somebody because they can almost fall into it sometimes. Next here, again, same type of throw, just man match beater with the wheel rail down the sideline. Again, love the touch, but this is just going to school, putting on a clinic how to beat this type of coverage. Back from the backfield, good luck. The linebacker has to run through a pick. Now again, beautiful touch. But this is awesome offensive architecture. So however you sort this thing out. Now, I know I mentioned it, but when you come out here and you're running any sort of, we'll call this brackets, variation of cover, what I'm used to calling cover 7. A lot of this on the backside of 3-by-1 is dependent on this release of this wide receiver. So depending on where he goes. So when he goes inside here, there's a chance, depending on what coverage they're playing, that this safety now takes him over, cuts it, whatever you want to call, whatever your term is to take this thing over. So he's going to come in here. He's running the pick. This rail, wheel, whatever you want to call from the backfield. Now this linebacker has to fight through that pick and go cover this thing on a vertical. The corner, technically, to me, depending on what type of variation this is, when this safety comes down, cuts this inside release shallow, if he takes it shallow, sometimes this corner can fall off and be able to help on this. It's just a tough ask. And it's really tough on that linebacker type who has to fight through a pick to then go cover a vertical. See 32? He's fighting through that pick. Oh yeah, go cover a vertical. Well, the corner is going to hunt up number 3 on the other side, which is a whole nother issue, that vertical number 3 is going to run right by that middle of the 3 linebacker types on the other side. So it just puts a lot of stress on a defense if you have time to get these types of vertical rub routes down the field. Quarterback-wise, Trask-wise, just putting on a clinic. Beautiful touch to the boundary. Same type of throw many different times will get you to 500 yards. I mean, I don't think that's the most challenging throw in the world. I just love the fact that they kept going back to the well. Georgia couldn't figure it out. This is a fade up top. This is a beautiful throw. Again, 84 is a beast. This is not tight end school, but if it was, the answer would be throw it to 84. I do love Trask's accuracy here on a couple of these red zone touchdown passes. Base. You hear us talk a lot about base, or hear me talk a lot about base. This is what it looks like. No heel click, all your cleats in the ground. Get the ball up on time. Again, is he open? Not really. That's good coverage, but he's always open. But that throw is throwing him open. Just right on time, right down his line. Again, these are throws that I think translate to Sunday. Tight coverage. Right in the well, right over the shoulder, small, tight window. Look where Pitts is running here, how much space he has outside. Not very much. He's running on the tracks of that sideline hash. That's a beautiful ball. Great catch. Tough flag there. Another one here, structure-wise. This is the same type of throw, right? How you get to the wheel down here to the bottom of the screen. This time they just do a play fake. But it's the same strategy to attack the same type of coverage. Any variation of man match, you see 20 in the backfield, we're going to fake to him, boot to the right, and then throw him a wheel or a go or a rail, whatever. That is tough on a linebacker who's got him in man-to-man. You got to fit the run, and then you got to go cover a go. I mean, I'm laughing because it's so hard to do. Again, watch that release of the number 1 down here to the bottom of the screen. We talked about 3-by-1 brackets release down here. He goes inside. He's oftentimes going to get a double team with that safety. There's that double team. The safety's now involved with number 1. and it's one-on-one on the back. Look, Kirby sees it. He's pointing to him. Good luck. Keep running, buddy. It's actually a nice play to get the tackle. That is just a tough ass. That is scheming people up. I love it on so many different levels. This is a nice throw. This is much harder throw than the earlier throws where he was throwing the wheels to the boundary. He also gets smacked here. But this is great offensive design. And I know I keep mentioning that this is a clinic on how to beat man-match coverage, and this is it. This is probably my favorite one. Again, you can see him get smoked here from the left tackle. Halftime. If you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I appreciate the support for the channel. Let's get back to the video. Put your foot in the ground, throw a go back the other way, and take that hit right to the face. I mean, shoot, that's a penalty. Big time throw. Dime. But really all similar type throws. I think that's the hardest of all of them. Again, 3x1. Now, this is tough to see, tough to watch. Before we get into where the actual ball goes here, let's see how they adjusted to this back coming out of the backfield. This is how you adjust to it to make life easier on that linebacker type. You take your stand-up end, your hybrid guy, and you just blow him up. So this is the answer. But now you lose the pass rush. Now they're only rushing 3, really, 3.5. But you don't have to worry about that wheel. What that does for this kind of, for lack of a better term, ambulance shot to Pitts, which I hate seeing anytime, is this is another way you beat this type of middle field coverage. So out here, you can see the leverage he's got. He's got outside leverage. We've got middle field open. Yeah, I have some issues with the design here. When he goes up to attack the middle of the field, that's a great classic, exactly what we want to do. What my issue here is, versus this bracket world, cover 7 type stuff, a lot of this is dependent on releases, especially to the one receiver side, the weak side of this coverage. So 3 up top, 2 down here to the bottom. Talked about it already. When he releases outside, it's almost always turns into one-on-one for this corner. This safety is now free to, whatever your term is, to kick back and play the other side of the field. So much of the design here for me, if you're going to attack the middle of the field, so when you come up and you say, okay, we're going to come out here and we're going to take a shot at the middle of the field, you, in my opinion, need to almost like burst release this thing, get up inside, either run like a deep hook, a deep in, something here to occupy this safety. Because when you go outside and just go, and he's able to say, okay, that corner's got him 1-to-1, now I can hunt back here inside, it makes things tough. Now, this is obviously a penalty, but I hate seeing quarterbacks throw guys into collisions like this. And it looks like he tries to go inside, and then it's like, oh, I can't get in there, so I'll just go outside. Well, as soon as he goes outside down here at the bottom of the screen, that safety is able to say, okay, I'm off. And maybe he's looking at Trask's eyes. I think Trask does a decent job of trying to hold it to the left. Maybe a hitch late. But man, that's tough to see. You hate seeing it. You're glad the game is changing. And you can't throw guys into collisions like this. I think he's really a hitch late. And then this is, you know, I get that this is being not picky, just pointing out how these types of hits happen. It's a hitch late. So right there, he's taking 3 steps, good base, 1 reset, and throw it. You throw it right there, right? It's open to Pitts up top. It's a tick late. And now we've got a massive collision. That's why timing matters. That's why anticipation matters. This throw is open, right? 1, 2, 3, hitch, throw it right now. Anticipate that throw. We see that throw made all the time on this channel. You're a tick late. Now there's a massive collision. Now we've got guys kicked out of games. Now we've got flags coming in from everywhere. And I get that this is a penalty on the defender, but this should be a penalty on the quarterback too. This is putting your guy in harm's way. Just hate to see it. Next one, again, a little 3x1. Again, we're attacking the same area of the field, right? A little wheel down here to the bottom of the screen makes life very difficult. This time they add a little jet motion. So that jet motion confuses who's got number 2, who's got that tight end on our right. Watch him go. See how they're trying to adjust? Oh, it's just easy. Yeah, just wave your hand. We got it. We got it. Now he's running free. I'm going to guess it's supposed to be 23. Again, 32 does not look like he's happy right there. But watch what this motion does. See how they have to adjust their coverage? So now you go from basically being 3-by-1 to 2-by-2, sort of, depending on how you want to classify that. The corner takes 8, and now someone's got to run with the wheel. Again, we keep saying wheel, rail. It's because they keep attacking this, running someone at the middle field player and running a wheel. And that's just too easy. That's how you get close to 500. This is how you do it. You just keep going back, and they can't handle what you're trying to strategically attack them with. This one here from Trask, I really like. He's able to get it up and down. Now it's wide open. They blow the coverage. But again, he battles in this game. It's nothing easy about it. Elements aren't easy. Throwing pick sixes early aren't easy. Coming back. This is a RPO throw, third level RPO, that he absolutely will be asked to make in the league. A variation of what I'm used to calling one back power and glance. So we've got 6 blockers running one back power. The quarterback is going to most often be responsible for whoever the 7th defender is, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 blockers. We can handle the box. If any of these defenders, whether it's here, here, or here, any of those 6 guys or 7th defender inserts into the run fit, we need to have an answer. So it's usually RPOs on 2 sides, whether it's a glance here, post, whatever you want to call it, bubble down here, hitches down here, slants, bunch of different ways to do it. I love to see this because this is kind of a universal RPO. Again, watch that safety up top insert into the box. Now we're going to throw it with the same side ball handling. Thing of beauty, right? That's an absolute thing of beauty. Nice execution from the quarterback position. Nice play design. Love the same side ball handling. Puts a lot of stress on a defense. Another great throw here. Up 10 at this point, right at the end of halftime. Again, fade up top. The ball location is what matters here. So now that's the second one we've seen that's been an absolute strike. This time a little more of a dime on a jump ball versus kind of the over-the-shoulder throw. This is just you can't defend this throw. That's why these back shoulder things are so good. I mean, right before halftime, perfectly thrown. It's not bad coverage. It's just better offensive execution. Excellent accuracy from the quarterback position. Up top, again, not a lot of space. I mean, look what that wide receiver is when he's getting pushed to the sideline outside the numbers. The throw is what throws him open. Now, it's a beautiful catch, too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But the ball location is what gives him a shot. Outstanding accuracy, execution in the red area. And again, these are the type of throws that, for me, translate to Sundays because they're covered. You make this throw all the time. Love to see him be able to do it consistently in this game. 2 more here. Another one. Again, attacking the exact same part of the field, right? We're talking wheel from the backfield. I mean, Georgia must have been losing their mind at this point. Watching 20 from the backfield. This time it's to the field or to the wide side. Again, the backer struggles to get through there. Trask is able to quick little reset in the pocket, and this is basically a back shoulder on that throw. Look at all the space we got down here to the bottom of the screen. Again, they can't get lined up. Look at the linebacker, the middle of the 3 linebacker types, right, standing right on the hash. He's trying to run through 2 receivers. Got to run through. You know, he goes under the number 2, over number 1, and that creates all that space on the wheel. Trask able to step up, 2 hands on the ball, and drive a back shoulder throw to the back to the field. A little playmaker ability here. This is a great throw. Again, outstanding design and just crushing the soul of man-match coverage. Now, you got to have backs that can make this type of catch, and athletes all over the place. But love Trask right here. Just this quick little reset, stay within the pocket, 2 hands on the ball, and drop a dime. Outstanding, really is. This last one was the other potential pick. For me, this should have been a pick 6. Again, I want to kind of put it on the wide receiver as a quarterback, but I think this play has some structural issues. But at the end of the day, already said it in this video, you can't make a bad play a disaster. This is a bad play. It should have been a disaster. 23, if he could catch, he'd be playing offense. Again, what is the receiver supposed to be doing up top, the number 2 receiver? I can't tell you. In this type of concept, he usually runs an in or a slant. I'm not familiar with what that route is, where you just kind of run around like a button hook and stop, especially with the outside wide receiver going into that space as well. And quarterback-wise, when you come back, if it's not there front side, he's working the bottom of the screen, you come back, you can't throw it off a defender's chest. Which is really fortunate that this isn't a pick 6. And so when the bad plays turn into disasters or should be disasters, again, just for as much good as there was, getting close to 500 yards, destroying man-match coverage, there was also pick 6. There was also an ambulance ball. There was also another potential pick 6. So that is a wrap. Part 3, Kyle Trask. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think about Trask's game that translates or doesn't translate to Sundays. Again, I appreciate the support for the channel. I will see you next time. Have a good one.